The vulnerability of Europe to foreign oil supplies and the increasing reliance on nuclear energy are examined in the next programme in the series. That's tomorrow morning at 10:30. In half an hour, Greg Proops takes a drink of memory fuel in a London nightclub to explore the secrets of hypnosis. It promises to be unforgettable. Now BBC2 goes behind the scenes for the making of an epic.
My job in Stamford was, first of all, finding the place and then liaising with council, police, residents, business community to organise the shutting down or closing down of the streets that we wanted to film in, and organising with the residents for painting of drain pipes, the removal of burglar alarms, lights, etc., etc., placement of a new road covering, removing the cars for the time that we filmed here. And it's a lengthy process. It took about 4 or 5 months to actually organise. You start off talking to people. You first of all start with the police and the council, because obviously if they don't want you there, then you're fighting a losing battle. Then once you've gained their permissions or approvals of the scheme that you want to do, you then go and talk to the business community and the residents.
I think the transformation of the square was wonderful, really. I think we all felt very sorry when it all had to come down, because we got very attached to the shop fronts, and it made it much more interesting, because the square has lost some of its life, I think, that it would have had, and it seemed to bring life certainly back to the square here in a way that many of us enjoyed, although the dirt and other things that associated with the road coverings was not quite so good.
They were a bit surprised about how big it was. I think we're trying to warn as many people as possible how much disruption there was going to be for the time that we were with them. 2 weeks is an awful long time to shut down 2 streets, not allow them to park their cars, having new curtains placed in their windows, not having the facilities that they would normally enjoy as we see the streets now. When we'd left, people were still basically very happy.
I had to lose my car for a week. They very kindly found a parking place in the Methodist church up the hill, so it wasn't so bad. It was lucky it wasn't snowing or something. But we had to lose our cars. They had to lose my window boxes, because it was November in the film and the flowers were flowering.
It was incredible to see the transformation in the town, especially the art centre that became a hotel with portico put on, and the water trough that was obviously not stone, but everything looked incredible, and it really was very, very good and exciting.
The cost of the overall filming for locations only was a figure in excess of £200,000, but that figure was spread over 96 different locations and included car parking for the film unit, removal of lights, signs, road covering removal, payment for buildings. It doesn't stretch very far when you're talking about huge areas like St George's and St Mary Street, where you've got to take down 54 aerials and then replace them and give people the service that they need during that time. It's a phenomenal undertaking and done very much on a shoestring, even though the figure I've just quoted sounds very large.
We had a film made up here once before. I can't remember what it was now. But anyway, I know they were all very sweet. They gave a great big huge bunches of flowers. BBC didn't. They didn't recompense us in any way. They just lost our number plates.
The main difficulty with something like Stamford was the covering of the road, which is always a difficulty. The houses have a fairly standard treatment. None of them are true to period. They all have to have new doors, new colours. They have to have false glazing bars. They have to have telephone cables hidden. There are all sorts of new things: letterboxes, bells, expel airs, aerials. There are a vast amount on each house, but they're kind of negative things.